Welcome to Linghe Daily, your ultimate source for everything about Zhang Linghe. The lights inside the grand auditorium slowly dimmed as thousands of guests held their breath. Cameras swept across rows of celebrated actors, filmmakers, and international stars gathered for one of the biggest entertainment events of the year, the Global OTT Awards 2026. Every nominee wore a composed smile, yet behind those elegant expressions hid nervous anticipation. No one knew that within the next few moments, history would be made, and one emotional reaction would become the unforgettable image of the entire night. As the presenter stepped toward the microphone, the atmosphere grew almost silent. Around the world, millions of viewers watched through live broadcasts and online streaming platforms. Fans flooded social media with predictions, hoping their favorite stars would hear their names called. Among the audience sat Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei, dressed in stunning formal attire, exchanging only occasional glances. They looked calm from the outside, but their hearts were racing faster than anyone could imagine. For Tian Xiwei, simply attending the ceremony already represented years of dedication, sacrifice, and perseverance. She had transformed from a promising young actress into one of the most admired talents in the Chinese entertainment industry. Every project she accepted reflected her determination to grow beyond expectations, while every performance earned increasing recognition from audiences not only in China but across Asia and beyond. The past year had been nothing short of extraordinary for Tian Xiwei. Her performances on global streaming platforms introduced her to millions of new viewers who had never before experienced Chinese dramas. Critics praised her emotional depth, her natural acting style, and her remarkable ability to express complicated emotions with only a single glance. International fans quickly embraced her work, turning her into one of the fastest-rising actresses in the global entertainment landscape. Meanwhile, Zhang Linghe had quietly witnessed every step of that incredible journey. He understood better than anyone how much effort Tian Xiwei invested behind the scenes. Long filming schedules, sleepless nights, countless rehearsals, and endless script discussions had shaped the actress standing beside him that evening. Success, he knew, had never come easily. Although both stars had repeatedly become the center of dating rumors over the past few years, neither had ever allowed public speculation to overshadow their professional achievements. Instead, they continued supporting one another through interviews, promotional events, and award ceremonies with genuine respect and admiration. Their quiet chemistry had become one of the entertainment industry's most talked about stories. Inside the venue, the nominees appeared calm, but subtle signs of anxiety were impossible to hide. Some clasped their hands tightly. Others whispered softly to their managers. Every camera searched for authentic emotions, ready to capture the defining moment of the evening. The Global OTT Awards had earned a reputation for celebrating excellence on an international scale, making every victory especially meaningful. The presenter slowly opened the golden envelope. Time seemed to freeze. Every heartbeat echoed inside the silent hall as the audience leaned forward in anticipation. The pause felt endless. Even viewers watching from home admitted later that they had stopped breathing while waiting for the announcement. Then came the words that instantly changed everything. And the winner is Tian Xiwei. For a brief second, Tian Xiwei appeared completely frozen. Her eyes widened in disbelief as applause erupted across the auditorium. The audience immediately rose to their feet, delivering a standing ovation that seemed to last forever. Some fellow actors smiled warmly, while others enthusiastically applauded the remarkable achievement that had just unfolded before them. The cameras immediately turned toward Zhang Linghe. At first, he simply smiled, a proud, heartfelt smile that reflected genuine happiness rather than surprise. But as Tian Xiwei slowly stood from her seat, overwhelmed by emotion, something changed in his expression. His eyes became noticeably watery. He applauded continuously, never looking away from her for even a single moment. As Tian Xiwei embraced members of her team before walking toward the stage, Zhang Linghe gently lowered his head. He tried to compose himself, but the overwhelming emotion became impossible to hide. When the camera zoomed in, many viewers believed they saw tears forming in his eyes. Whether they were tears of joy, pride, or overwhelming admiration, the emotional moment immediately captured the hearts of millions watching around the world. Within seconds, social media exploded. Clips of Zhang Linghe's emotional reaction spread across multiple platforms at astonishing speed. Fans replayed the footage repeatedly, discussing every expression, every smile, and every glance. Hashtags related to both stars rapidly climbed worldwide trending lists as viewers celebrated not only Tian Xiwei's historic achievement, but also the sincere support shown by Zhang Linghe. For countless fans, it wasn't simply an awards ceremony anymore. It had become a deeply human story about encouragement, perseverance, and shared dreams. Even those unfamiliar with either actor found themselves moved by the authenticity of the moment. In an industry often filled with glamour and carefully controlled appearances, genuine emotions stood out more brilliantly than any spotlight. As Tian Xiwei finally reached the stage, she paused for a brief moment before accepting the trophy. Looking across the magnificent auditorium, she appeared overwhelmed by everything happening around her. The applause continued echoing through the venue, while flashes from hundreds of cameras illuminated the emotional expression on her face. Holding back tears, she accepted the award with trembling hands, knowing that this single moment would forever become one of the defining milestones of her entire career. For several seconds, Tian Xiwei simply stood there, holding the trophy close to her heart. She looked out across the audience as if trying to absorb the reality of the moment. The thunderous applause continued without interruption, growing even louder as more guests rose to their feet. It was not merely a celebration of a single performance. It was recognition of years of unwavering dedication that had finally reached the global stage. Taking a slow breath, Tian Xiwei approached the microphone. Her smile was warm, but her eyes shimmered with emotion. She admitted that she had never imagined standing on such a prestigious stage when she first began chasing her dream. Every audition, every rejection, every exhausting filming schedule, and every lesson learned had led her to this unforgettable night. She expressed heartfelt gratitude to the directors who had believed in her, the writers who had created unforgettable characters, and the production teams who worked tirelessly behind every successful project. She emphasized that no achievement in the entertainment industry could ever be accomplished alone. Behind every actor stood hundreds of hard-working professionals whose dedication often remained unseen by the public. As she continued speaking, Tian Xiwei turned her attention to her fans around the world. She thanked viewers from China, South Korea, Southeast Asia, Europe, North America, and many other regions who had embraced Chinese dramas with open hearts. According to her, their endless encouragement had become the greatest source of strength during the most challenging moments of her career. The camera once again found Zhang Linghe seated among the audience. This time, his expression revealed even more emotion than before. He listened carefully to every word Tian Xiwei spoke, smiling softly while applauding with genuine admiration. His eyes remained fixed on the stage, reflecting a quiet sense of pride that many viewers instantly noticed. Fans watching the live broadcast couldn't stop talking about his reaction. Some described it as the look of someone witnessing a dream finally come true. Others believed it reflected deep respect between two artists who had shared similar journeys in an incredibly competitive industry. Whatever the interpretation, one thing was undeniable: his sincere expression resonated with millions of people. As Tian Xiwei continued her acceptance speech, her voice briefly trembled when she spoke about perseverance. She acknowledged that success often came after moments of doubt, disappointment, and countless obstacles. There had been times when she questioned whether she was good enough, yet she kept moving forward because she believed every experience would eventually shape her into a stronger actress. Her words touched not only aspiring performers but also viewers from every walk of life. Social media quickly filled with comments from fans who admitted they were inspired by her honesty. Many said her speech reminded them never to give up on their own dreams, regardless of how difficult the journey might become. The ceremony itself seemed transformed by the emotional atmosphere. Even veteran actors who had attended countless award shows appeared visibly moved. Several cameras captured fellow nominees smiling warmly while applauding Tian Xiwei's achievement. Rather than disappointment over their own results, many expressed admiration for a performance they believed truly deserved international recognition. Meanwhile, entertainment reporters inside the venue began noticing another remarkable detail. Throughout the celebration, Zhang Linghe never once appeared distracted. While others chatted or glanced around the auditorium, his attention remained focused on Tian Xiwei. Every smile she shared seemed to bring a smile to his own face, creating one of the evening's most memorable visual moments. Within minutes, video clips of his emotional reaction accumulated millions of views online. Fans slowed down the footage frame by frame, analyzing every expression and every glance. Some believed they could see tears forming when Tian Xiwei lifted her trophy toward the audience. Others simply admired the authenticity of his support, describing it as one of the most heartfelt moments ever captured at an awards ceremony. The internet quickly exploded with headlines celebrating Tian Xiwei's historic accomplishment. Entertainment websites praised her growing international influence, while critics highlighted how streaming platforms had introduced Chinese storytelling to broader audiences than ever before. Many commentators agreed that her victory represented more than personal success. It symbolized the expanding global recognition of Chinese dramas. At the same time, discussions surrounding Zhang Linghe reached an entirely different level. His quiet yet deeply emotional reaction became almost as widely shared as Tian Xiwei's acceptance speech. Fans admired the sincerity he displayed without saying a single word. In an era dominated by carefully managed public images, many felt his spontaneous emotion revealed something beautifully genuine. Soon, hashtags combining both of their names climbed to the top of trending charts across multiple countries. Fan-made edits appeared almost instantly, blending clips from previous interviews, red carpet appearances, and award ceremonies with footage from this unforgettable evening. Emotional background music accompanied slow-motion moments of Zhang Linghe applauding as Tian Xiwei accepted her trophy, creating videos that accumulated millions of views in just a few hours. Despite the overwhelming attention, neither Zhang Linghe nor Tian Xiwei attempted to shift the spotlight away from the award itself. Their professionalism remained evident throughout the ceremony. They greeted fellow actors, congratulated other winners, and continued celebrating the achievements of the entire creative community. That humility only strengthened the admiration people already felt toward both stars. As the ceremony approached its conclusion, many guests agreed they had witnessed one of the most emotional nights in recent entertainment history. The image of Tian Xiwei holding her historic trophy while Zhang Linghe watched with unmistakable pride had already become an iconic memory. It was the kind of moment that reminded audiences why award ceremonies still mattered, not simply because of trophies, but because they revealed the human stories behind years of relentless dedication. Yet as the lights slowly dimmed and the celebration continued backstage, another unforgettable chapter was only beginning. What happened after the ceremony would spark even greater discussions among fans, leaving millions convinced that the story of Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei was far from over. As the ceremony officially came to an end, the audience slowly made their way toward the backstage area. The applause had faded, but the excitement inside the venue remained as intense as ever. Journalists rushed to prepare for exclusive interviews. Photographers positioned themselves near the winner's corridor, and celebrities exchanged warm congratulations after an unforgettable evening. Yet among all the conversations taking place behind the curtains, one story continued to capture everyone's attention. Tian Xiwei carefully held her Global OTT Awards trophy as she stepped into the media area. Although she had regained her composure, the emotion from the stage was still visible on her face. Every smile carried a mixture of disbelief, gratitude, and relief. It was evident that this achievement meant far more than adding another award to her growing collection. It represented years of perseverance finally being recognized on an international level. Reporters immediately surrounded her, eager to ask about the historic victory. Microphones stretched toward her from every direction as flashes illuminated the room. One journalist asked how she felt knowing that millions of viewers around the world had celebrated her achievement. Tian Xiwei paused for a moment before answering with a humble smile. She explained that awards are never earned by one person alone. Every drama is built through the dedication of directors, writers, producers, cinematographers, costume designers, editors, and countless crew members whose names often remain unseen by audiences. She hoped this recognition would encourage even more creators to continue producing meaningful stories capable of touching hearts across different cultures. While Tian Xiwei continued her interview, Zhang Linghe quietly watched from a respectful distance. He never attempted to interrupt the media session or draw attention to himself. Instead, he patiently waited until the reporters finished asking their questions. His calm presence once again impressed many photographers, who captured several candid images of him smiling proudly as Tian Xiwei spoke. Those photographs quickly spread across social media. Fans described them as some of the most genuine images of the year. There were no dramatic poses, no staged interactions, and no carefully rehearsed expressions. Instead, the pictures reflected simple admiration between two artists who deeply respected each other's achievements. As the interviews concluded, Tian Xiwei finally stepped away from the cameras. Several witnesses later described seeing Zhang Linghe warmly congratulate her with a heartfelt smile. Although the exact conversation remained private, the brief interaction immediately became one of the evening's most discussed moments. Fans appreciated that the focus remained on celebrating professional success rather than creating unnecessary headlines. Within hours, entertainment websites around the world published articles highlighting Tian Xiwei's remarkable accomplishment. Critics praised her ability to connect with audiences through emotionally authentic performances, while industry experts described her victory as another important milestone for Chinese productions gaining international recognition through streaming platforms. Meanwhile, Zhang Linghe also received widespread praise, not because he had won an award that evening, but because of the sincerity he displayed throughout the ceremony. Many commentators noted that genuine support for another person's success is often more difficult than celebrating one's own achievements. His emotional reaction resonated with viewers because it appeared completely natural and unforced. Fans from different countries began sharing personal stories inspired by the unforgettable moment. Some spoke about friendships built on mutual encouragement, while others reflected on relationships strengthened through celebrating each other's achievements instead of competing against one another. Unexpectedly, the ceremony became more than entertainment. It became a reminder of the beauty of kindness and shared happiness. Fan communities also revisited countless interviews from previous years, noticing how both Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei had consistently spoken about working hard, respecting colleagues, and remaining grateful for every opportunity. Looking back, many believed this historic evening reflected the values they had demonstrated throughout their careers rather than representing a sudden breakthrough. As the night continued, hashtags celebrating Tian Xiwei's historic victory remained among the top worldwide trends. Video compilations of her acceptance speech were viewed millions of times, while emotional edits featuring Zhang Linghe's heartfelt reaction continued spreading across multiple platforms. Fans described the ceremony as one of the most unforgettable entertainment events of 2026. Industry observers suggested that Tian Xiwei's international recognition could encourage even greater global interest in Chinese dramas and films. Streaming services had already introduced countless international viewers to new stories, cultures, and talented performers. Her achievement symbolized how compelling storytelling can cross languages and cultural boundaries when supported by authentic performances. For Zhang Linghe, the evening demonstrated another side of his personality that audiences rarely had the opportunity to witness. Beyond the polished image of a successful actor stood someone capable of celebrating another person's success with genuine emotion. That authenticity strengthened the admiration many people already felt toward him. Although fans naturally continued discussing the chemistry between the two stars, the most meaningful aspect of the evening remained unchanged. The true story was never about rumors or speculation. It was about recognizing hard work, perseverance, humility, and the joy of seeing someone achieve a dream they had pursued for many years. Perhaps that is why this moment touched so many hearts around the world. Success becomes even more meaningful when it is shared with people who sincerely celebrate it. Whether viewers focused on Tian Xiwei's historic victory or Zhang Linghe's emotional reaction, both moments reflected something universal: the power of encouragement, respect, and genuine human connection. Long after the lights inside the Global OTT Awards venue were turned off, the memories of that extraordinary evening continued to live on. One actress stood proudly with a trophy that represented years of unwavering determination. One actor quietly applauded with unmistakable pride, his emotions speaking louder than words ever could. And millions of viewers witnessed a moment that reminded them why they fell in love with storytelling in the first place. As fans eagerly await the next chapters in the careers of Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei, one thing is certain. The Global OTT Awards 2026 will be remembered not only for a historic victory, but also for a beautiful display of admiration, humility, and heartfelt emotion. Sometimes, the most unforgettable stories are not written in scripts. They unfold naturally in front of the world, leaving behind memories that inspire people long after the applause has faded.